everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun scroll saw project video, have another amazing design by Steve Good, and it is once again another Halloween themed project. Really cool. You know, Halloween is my favorite season, so we're going to knock out another Halloween project. The design is a tombstone with a skull. The tombstone has RIP at the top, and it has some, looks like it's been battle damaged, and it has the word Happy Halloween in a nice font at the bottom. And then the top piece is a creepy skull that's been cracked by a meat cleaver. Looks like he's had a bad day, and it's got a little nice bat at the top. Really awesome design by Steve Good. My material is 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood that has an oak veneer on it. I'm doing thicker material, so I won't be stack cutting. But this cabinet grade plywood was from another project someone had me do, and this was just a piece that was left over that I got to keep. And I know that it's going to make the grain pop with that oak veneer at the top, and hopefully it'll make all this really pop. And then the piece for the skull is a piece of 1/2 inch poplar, and I also know that the grain pops really cool with it. But when we cut both pieces out, we'll glue them together and then clear coat them and have an amazing spooky project for Halloween. Since all of my material is prepared, I've got all my patterns printed out and attached to the wood with clear packing tape. Let's head over to the drill press, drill all of our pilot holes so we can come back to the scroll saw and get started. And over here on the drill press, we're going to take a small drill bit and drill all of the pilot holes for internal cutting over on the scroll saw. There's several pilot holes with all the letters, but we're going to take our time and get through it all. Now we're going to head over to the scroll saw and begin scrolling. I am using number 5 reverse tooth, shark tooth scroll saw blades for all the cutting on this project for both the thinner and thicker material, and the blades work well with this. If you guys would like to try this pattern, it is available as a free pattern download over at Steve Good's scrollsawworkshop.blogspot.com website over in the free pattern catalog. Really great Halloween pattern Steve's designed here. If anyone is curious, the tension on my blade is at a 3.5, and the speed of my cuts is between a 5 and 6 for those who are curious about that. But just taking my time with all the letters and everything and getting everything cut out. I did not break a blade on this project. All the material cut nice and smooth with minimal chip out. Now we're going to release the 2 pieces from the wood. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me over on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. I'd really appreciate the subscriptions and the support. Cutting out the tombstone here. Again, I just took my time with all of the cuts and let the blade do the work. Heading over to the workbench to release the pieces from the waste material. Then we'll head over to sanding with 100 grit sandpaper in the palm sander. Sanding both the front and the back. Then we'll head back over to the workbench and glue a 1/4 inch piece of material that I painted black for a backer board off camera. We will glue this with Gorilla Wood Glue and some spring clamps. And while that dries and sets up, I'd like to show you guys some of my friends that I hang out with during Halloween. As most of you know, I play the pirate for seasonal and community events, and I have been blessed to meet a lot of great people in the 6 or 7 years that I've been playing the pirate, and it's always fun to get together at seasonal events and put smiles on faces and create memories. I've met a lot of unique individuals who are passionate about doing the whole cosplay thing, but all of them I consider friends, and I hope you guys like this small collection of pictures of the people that I've met along the way. As I said, all of them are great people. None of them are ego driven, and I'm always happy to get together and put the smiles on the faces. But now that the glue has dried, we'll head back to the workbench and remove the clamps, and we'll go back to the scroll saw and trim the tombstone out once again. This will be the final cut on the scroll saw. Then we'll head back to the workbench and glue the skull to the tombstone with some CA glue. It sets up real quick. And when that dries, we'll take the piece outside and give it several coats of clear gloss clear coat, and the project is complete. And here we have the completed Halloween tombstone. It came out amazing. Thank you, Steve Good, for another amazing design. Really appreciate it, as I'm sure all your fans do. But really cool. It took me around a little over an hour to cut this out because of the thicker material. Because of the thicker material, I did not stack cut, so I only made one of this one. But it's just as I thought, with the two different tones of the woods and the textures of the poplar for the skull and then the oak laminated plywood for the backer board. Those two colors just really complement each other. And then of course the 1/4" backer board that was painted black to where you can easily read and see all the designs. Everything came out nice. The skull having a bad day, and then the weathered and decrepit looking tombstone that looks like it's been out in the cemetery for years and years. But really cool. I had fun making this. I hope you guys like watching me make it. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to doing some of our Halloween traditions this year. I know in my neck of the woods we have Halloween fireworks at our park, and hopefully we'll get to do that this year. We didn't last year because of everything that was going on, but really looking forward to it and hoping that we get to do it. But really awesome design. If you guys have any questions for me, please don't ever hesitate to ask them down in the comments or send them to me over on social media. That's about all for this one. Remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.